Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Cletus Cassidy Show. Already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Good morning. We're hatless on a Monday. How about that? You weren't ready for that, were you? Yeah, sometimes it'll happen, you know. Sometimes you'll find yourself hatless on a Monday morning. Then what are you gonna do? Then what are you gonna do when you're hatless? What do you do when you're hatless? But you know you're a man. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. So excited to be here to build with y'all again on another Magic Monday. Not finna be up here long. I don't know what's going on today. I don't know if it's a holiday or what. We got low action today. We got low action. Nobody wants to watch today. And it's okay. And it's fine that people ain't here to watch today. We'll do what we can do. We'll do what we can do with the people that we have. That's what we got to do. We're going to make our little bit much. Nobody wants to watch today, and it's fine. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If for whatever reason you watched this show before and you decided to come back and watch this show again, I appreciate you. I think you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I definitely appreciate that. Now, this is something that I say over and over again. I say this week after week, show after show, that I ain't going to be before you long on today's show. And I really ain't, because I got to go to the doctor. I got a doctor's appointment this morning. Just a routine checkup, just a little poke and prod. You know, I'm going to try to tell them to stay away from the region, you know. No, we ain't checking. We ain't doing none of that. Colonoscopy not happening. Every time I go to the doctor, that's the first thing they try to do, boy. It's like going to a gay club. It is. It's like going to a gay club. Every time I go to the doctor, they trying to get in my hind parts. I'm not falling for it this time. Not going for it. No colonoscopy. But other than that, man, welcome to another great show. I know it's gonna be amazing today, but I'm gonna be short because I got 8-something doctor's appointments. So I gotta get ready, go to the doctor. So if you watch my show, man, you know this show can do anything. It can go all over the place, man. The only thing that's really, really solid about this show is the first thing that I do is I speak to everybody that speaks to me. So I'm going to go ahead and do that this morning. Speak to those who are speaking to me. And every time, Courtney, every time. So let me go ahead and do that. The first 3 people that speak to me get the M&Ms. Those are the mythical medals. Those are just a way for me to give back to you and say thank you so much for speaking to me. So this morning, the bronze medal goes to Melissa Kutha, like Luther. The silver goes to Dolores Lewis, and the gold goes to the Pride of North Carolina, Courtney Weston and Murphy. So Courtney Weston Murphy with the gold, Dolores with the silver, and Melissa with the bronze. Also here's JD, don't call me Martin Luther the King. Delisa is in here 2 times. Kim 2 times in the building. And also Princess. Told you, we ain't got many people here today. We slow. It's a slow day. Today everybody's on Christmas vacation and doing whatever you want to do. So y'all know how Mondays are. Good morning, Will Burder. Mondays are usually the weekend in review, right? And so today's show is compact, tight. It's a tight, compact show. We got it all. It's in there, right? So we do the weekend in review. I was supposed to have had a show in I don't know what state it is. I was supposed to have a show in Atlanta this weekend, but I wasn't able to be there in Atlanta for the show because the show got canceled. So it was a really kind of strange weekend. I had some private stuff booked, so I went ahead and did that. I do got to give a shout out to the Black Men Rock Image Awards. The Black Men Rock Image Awards. They had those awards yesterday. I was nominated and received the award for Comedian of the Year yesterday. I wasn't able to be there in person. I had to send my acceptance speech in, I guess, kind of old school. I had to go record an acceptance speech, send that in. So that happened. But shout outs to the organizers of the Black Men Rock Image Awards for nominating me for Black Man Rocks. They said I'm a black man and I rock. So that felt good. It felt good, I guess, to win something, to be acknowledged. It's always really weird, y'all. Y'all know that I don't like acknowledgments. I don't like positivity. All that stuff makes me nervous. I don't know how to deal with people being nice to me. It's really hard for me, And so a lot of people can handle it with no problem. Me, every time, have a hard time. Just can't deal with the positivity. If you really want to make me uncomfortable, sit there and say nice things to me. So to be in a whole room full of people that was just there to say good things to you, that I don't want it. I can't deal with it. I don't want it. So we did that. So that was Sunday. But I also went to a banquet at a restaurant called the Aberdeen Barn. The Aberdeen Barn. It felt like, just being in that environment of the Aberdeen Barn, it felt like it was a place that we weren't necessarily destined to go our whole lives. It seems like a place that some of my ancestors may not have been able to get in at one point. It had that kind of a vibe. Like, this ain't necessarily for you, boy. It had that kind of a feel to it. But it actually turned out to be a place that many of us go, many of us enjoy, and I had a good time at the banquet there. But here's what the whole weekend boils down to. The whole weekend boils down to a couple of things for me. One, there are no more malls. Y'all can hang it up. The mall, if you work in the mall, if you own a mall, I just want you to know it's a wrap. Malls are dead. RIP to the mall. RIP to the mall. Now, I'm in a place in my life now, and I'm gonna tell this story, and I'm gonna change some names to protect the innocent. I'm gonna tell this story. Here's what happened. I realized that masculinity has become so toxic. Fellas, you got to find somebody you can talk to. Men need an outlet. Men need an outlet, a non-toxic masculinity outlet. Men need to be able to come together and talk to each other in a way that you still feel like a man. And I'm going to tell you an interesting story I had. I talked to a friend of mine, and we had a man breakthrough moment that we didn't know was going to happen. We both on the phone. I'm talking to him about sports, because that's what men talk to each other about. When men call each other on the phone, they talk about sports and women, to throw everybody off the scent that we real people. We don't call each other, talk about our feelings. We talk about sports. Now, we can be in our feelings about sports. That's an acceptable male emotion. If a man is crying about his football team, or he's hurt or emotional about football or basketball, baseball, that's acceptable. Now, to have regular emotions, like about feelings about your wife or the economy or anything like that, not acceptable for men to talk to each other about that. The only feelings you're supposed to talk to each other about is sports. Now, this particular conversation, I could tell my friend had something he'd been wanting to get off his chest for a long time, but he couldn't find a way or a person that he could talk to it about. So we on the phone, we talking, and I'm talking to him about my son's basketball game. We go over that. We talking about that. And then I said, well, man, I'm getting ready to holler at you, man. I'm getting ready to run up to the mall. And I, in a moment of vulnerability that I won't think I was even prepared for, I admitted why I was going to the mall. I said, man, I'm on my way to the mall. I'm going to Bath and Body Works. I picked up some stuff from Bath and Body Works, right? And I think because he said he heard me admit that I was going to Bath and Body Works, he slipped up and was like, "Oh, did you catch the candle sale?" And I said, no, I ain't big on candles. I like the smell, but they agitate my allergies. Like the strong scents mess my allergies up. He's like, oh man, that's crazy that would happen to you. Now, here's what I ended up saying after that, though. This is where it went left for two men to be on the phone. I felt a moment of release in his spirit. I then said, no, they had a $4.95 body care sale. And I went to go pick up some body washes. I said, man, I admitted to him recently, I've been into the Bath and Body Works body washes. And you could hear when I said it, how relieved he was, because he was like, man, me too. I said, man, how did you get into them? And he said, man, my wife was in there, and it was Christmas time, and me and my wife went in Bath and Body Works, and I told her I'll go ahead and get her anything she wants out of there from Bath and Body Works as a gift. And then she said, thanks. Since you buy me something, I'm going to buy you something as well. And he said, man, I said, man, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I was just a regular soap guy. And he was like, I don't know how I feel about you buying me Bath and Body Works. Is that really for men? That was the question. And so she said she bought him some, and he used it. And he said he's been hooked ever since. I said, oh, man. I said, I really love the fragrance Noir. He said, man, I love Noir. It's my favorite. He said, I got the soap, I got the lotion, and I got the body spray. And I was like, oh, man, that's crazy. I said, now my second favorite scent is Ocean. He's like, me too. And in that one moment, I could feel how free he was to admit that he loves Bath and Body Works. He's like, man, I love the spray. I got colognes, but I'd rather just, hit the spray. Makes me feel fresh coming out the shower. I was like, oh, man, that's crazy. And I was like, but I don't know why we're having this conversation. Could you imagine us 20 years ago sitting on the phone, because we've been friends that long, sitting on the phone talking about our favorite fragrance? It's hard to say. So I'm sitting here now, ladies, I'm letting you know now, if you are in a pinch this holiday season and there's a guy that you're not sure what to buy for, Bath and Body Works works for men too. Bath and Body works for men too. It's not just about ladies. Men. See, here's Z right here ruining everything. It smells great, but I don't know about men using that soap. It's a 3-in-1. That's what makes it work for men. Men need a 3-in-1 soap. Let it be a face, body, hair. We need all of that. We ain't got time to go around and use 7 different products. Give me the 3-in-1. Let me get it all at one time. 3-in-1 me, please. It's great. I love Noir. Makes me feel exotic. Nothing better than walking up on the ladies. You'd be like, oh my gosh, what's that smell? Noir. Exactly, Z. It's harsh. That's what men need. Make that man soap harsh. Make it rough. Men don't need no soft soap. We men out here. We're men. Give me a man soap. Make it rough. Hard. Break me down. Oh, Jakina, I got that mahogany teak wood. Not only do I got the mahogany teak wood, let me tell you how deep I am in the mahogany teak wood streets. I got the lotion, I got the soap, and I got the mist. Listen, men, I'm telling you, ladies, fellas, if you really, this may be a left turn, but sometimes, fellas, when we drop a load, it's strong. Sometimes that Airwick and that Febreze don't handle what you getting ready to put out. But if you spray that air spray, you don't need but like 2 sprays. Sap, 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 sap. If it was a heavy load, you could do 3. Sap, sap, sap. Knocks everything out of the air. Mahogany, teak wood. Then you also get to be able to go around and ask women, do they smell your wood? Come on, man. That's my wood just smelling. Mahogany teak wood. Now, Jermaine, a matter of fact, OG, speaking of OGs, man, good shout out to my man, Jermaine Green, man. Merry birthday to him. Today's Jermaine's birthday. So, merry birthday. He said OGs use Old Spice. True. But that Old Spice puts you in a different age category. You start really using Old Spice, you should be getting discount coffee. You should be getting discount coffee. Z, I think a man needs a rough soap, though. A man needs a harsh soap to wash off all of the stuff that's been going on during the day. You don't know what men be going through during the day. I don't need no soft soap. That soft soap ain't gonna do nothing but cover up what I've been going through. Men, we've been getting it out the mud all day, fighting. We shipyard. We working. We don't need no soft, delicate soap. I need some soap that's gonna come in and get all that off me. Get off all of that. The bourbon is nice. I ain't never had Paris. I don't think I had Forest. I think I'm gonna have to go in there and look and see what I got. I ain't got no pants on. I don't want to jump up. And hold on, y'all. Y'all hold on here. We gonna go through. I'm just gonna go through some of the soaps that I got right now because I just got a new one. Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure out what this new one was. I just picked up some Whiskey Reserve. Whiskey Reserve. See see now I'm in a place with Bath and Body Works where I just try stuff out. So I got the Whiskey Reserve fresh water. I love fresh water. I got fresh water in my body cream. Yeah, I had to go dark because when I jumped up, I realized this. So maybe I did cut my camera off. Maybe I didn't. If it went black on your screen, just letting you know I don't got no pants on. Okay, short show because I got the doctor's appointment today. Weekend recap. Got to tell you this. Got to tell y'all this. So yesterday, I'm sitting in the crib doing what I do on a Sunday. I got all the games on my TV. I've made my home my home. That's one thing about about me and my house. Mortgage is real. I think mortgage is the admission price for your house. So since I paid as much for mortgage, I feel like I should be in the house. So on Sunday, I got a group of boys. I got a group of friends that always meets at the same sports bar every Sunday. It's a routine for them. They meet at the same sports bar every Sunday, and they keep putting money into that sports bar. They buying food, drinks, blah, 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 blah. They go right there. Right there. I don't know when the Noir voting ends, Courtney. I'll let you know. They're there every week. Every Sunday. They in there to watch sports. I got another homeboy. He goes to another bar. I don't want to, name the bars because they didn't pay me no advertising. So they go to the same bar every week. Me, if I'm home on a Sunday, crib. My TV's where I want it. I can put the volume where I want to. If I need to pause, I can pause. I don't miss nothing. I got all the games, so I can watch all the games. I've even gone with a multiple TV setup. So if it's two really good games on, I can put both of them on. Usually what I do is I hone in on one game and then put the red zone channel on the other TV. I got all the liquor I want. If I want any, I got juice, berries, whatever. If I need a snack, walk in there, snack it up. Club the house. So on Sunday, I'm in the crib watching the games. Outside my door, I hear what sounds like race cars going on outside. Those are the noises I heard. I heard that going on outside. It sounds to me like they out there stealing cars. There ain't no way this is just normal behavior. Either they racing or somebody stealing cars. Now, as a good neighbor, I feel like I need to investigate and make sure that my car is not one of the cars being stolen. So I go out to my door and I do it in a way that you know that I'm there. Now, I do it in a way that you know I'm there. Now, I don't block the Cowboy fans, Jermaine. I should, though. I should. I go to the door, I open the door, and I stand in the door real auntie style. I stand in the door, both hands on hips, looking. And I notice a white Chrysler 300. And he just seemed to be having some problems parking his vehicle. I don't know why he's having problems parking, but I see that's what it is. There's no theftery going on. It's nothing big. They're not out there racing. So I go ahead and close the door, go back in, and continue watching the game. When I'm watching the game, just a couple of minutes later, I hear the same car that had just got finished parking. I hear it taking off again. I was like, well, maybe they didn't feel like being there a long time. But me personally, if you went through all that struggle, the park, you should be there for a while. But I hear it take off again. So I don't know if a cat was in the engine or what, but that's all the noises I heard. But I heard it, and this time, instead of in front of my house, I heard it behind my house. Didn't pay too much attention to it. A few minutes later, maybe about 5 to 10 minutes later, it's about halftime of the games. I need to make a run. The 1 o'clock games won't doing it for me yesterday. It just was not a good slate of 1 o'clock games. The 1 o'clock games, those games won't game it. So I didn't have a problem with running out to go into the store. I needed to go to one of our classy establishments, something called the Dollar Tree. I needed to pick up some things. Good morning, La Shahunda. So I go to the Dollar Tree. So when I get out my car, I get out, I jump in my truck, I get to the stop sign, and I look behind my house. Behind my house is a wooded area. It's a wooded area. I ain't hear Allen floating by. I did drop something in Allen's. Big shout outs to all the graduates from this weekend. I did drop something in Allen's Cash App for him graduating. Everybody else, I didn't do that. Everybody else didn't get that. But Allen, I did drop something in his Cash App. Shout outs to all the graduates. So as I'm leaving out, I noticed some vehicles. There's a wooded area behind my house. Usually at my house, what I've noticed is because there's a wooded area back there, people will dump their trash back there. Right now, I drove by the other day. It was a mattress, a tire out there. I don't know what was happening, but somebody dropped off a mattress and a tire. I guess you can't find dump the space. Maybe you didn't want to put it in front of your house. I don't know what was happening. Maybe somebody had peed on the mattress and you didn't want to leave that out front so your neighbors will know that you're a peer. So I went ahead, I saw that out there. I seen some cars behind my house, and it looked like they were dumping trash out there again. And I said to myself, we going to go Karen mode. We going full Karen mode. We're going to go approach them and tell them, hey, stop dumping stuff behind the house. So I drive over towards them so that I could go and give them a piece of my mind. When I realized that they were all gathered there because that same white Chrysler 300 that I saw earlier was in a ditch, stuck in the mud. Now, people, you got to know this is a life lesson. There's nothing wrong with helping people, but don't let your helping somebody hurt you. Don't get hurt in your help. Don't get hurt in your help. Know what kind of vehicle you got. It was a lady out there with like a Nissan Rogue. It was a lady out there with a Nissan Rogue. Or a vehicle in that class. She had volunteered to pull the guy out of the ditch. So she done hooked a piece of rope, not even real rope, like a piece of string up to her car and to his car. That wasn't gonna do nothing but go wrong. Either that rope was gonna snap, or the back of her car was gonna be in the ditch with his car. You done made that decision on your own. But as I see it, I realized that ain't my monkey. It ain't my show. I'm going to go on about my business. I got to get to the Dollar Tree. Before I can turn to go to the Dollar Tree, the young man who's the owner of the white car runs up to me. Hey, Unc. First of all, I hate that the young guys call me Unc. It's put me in a position of immediate oldness. Unc is today's pops. If they calling you Unc, they don't see you as a peer. Immediately, it tells you what you see about yourself in the mirror. You still think you look young. They don't see you as young no more if they calling you Unc. If they calling you Unc, you might well go ahead and get you some slacks. Ain't no use in sagging your jeans no more. Get you some slacks and some sweatsuits. They calling you Unc or Auntie. Just forget about it. Ladies, if they calling you Unc, you probably need to go ahead and wax. And the young man come up to you, hey, Unc, you probably are not showing the femininity that you think you are. So he comes up to me, he's like, Unc, I need your help. Unc, I need your help. That got me. It broke me down a little bit. He's like, I need your help, Unc. I need your help. I was like, what's up? He was like, do you have a hitch on your truck? I got a full-size truck out there. Of course I have a hitch on the truck, sir. You think I bought the one truck with no hitch? Yes, I have a hitch on my truck. So I look over at their situation and I look, and it's all wrong over there. He's in the mud trying to tie the car up. I said, look, I got a tow rope. I bought a little safety kit, a first aid in case something happens on the road kit. It's got a nice strong nylon, whatever it is, the material is made to tow something. I said, I got one of those. I'll put that on my truck. I noticed the young man's a little agitated. He's got a lot of energy to him. He's all over the place. All right, Unc, I appreciate it. I tell him to get in there and tie this to your car. I'm gonna tie it to the back of my truck. He's like, all right, I'm gonna do that. He's in there. He's like, I'm in the mud right now. I don't even care. He's in the mud, ties it up. I tie it to my truck. He was like, I'm gonna go and push it in the front. I was like, whatever you feel like you need to do. He was like, I'm gonna push in the front. I was like, hey, whatever you want to do, sir. If you just want to feel like you a part of this, you go ahead and push from the front. I'm telling you now, you ain't finna make the difference because this young man is about a $125 at his best, 125 pounds. So we hook everything up. I pull it. I drag it out of the mud. Drag it on out the mud. I get it into the street. When I get into the street, he starts celebrating. I'm thinking maybe this is him praising the Lord, thanking God, something. He starts saying, I'm him. I told y'all, I'm him. I pushed this thing out. I'm him. And I was like, nope, you didn't. It's definitely me in the truck. We work together. Man, I'm him. I was like, nope, you're not him. You're not. So now I done pulled him out, got him out of the street. We try to unhitch his car from my truck. One of my best friends, Tequila, she pulls up. She sees me in the street. She immediately is in, are you good mode? So I walk over to her. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Young boy was in the ditch. I don't even know what happened. I helped him pull the car out of the ditch. And then he's behind me. I'm talking to her. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And she says, so why is he taking his clothes off? Yep. I turn around. I look. Middle of the street. Public road. Middle of the street. He there. Draws. That's it. He done took his shirt off, pants, shoes. He just standing in the street. Matter of fact, he put his shoes back on because he had on some Crocs. So he's standing in the street, draws, Crocs. That's it. And I realized I'm not helping nobody else in Portsmouth. Never again. Never again. I mean, I turn around, all 125 of him right there. He straight Mary J. Blige, take me as I am. I never. He had to be on something. I couldn't believe, first of all, that he took credit for pushing that car out. Second, that he, after his celebration for getting his car out the mud, well, I'm going to just strip down in the street. I had listen, when she said to me, why is he taking his clothes off? I said, I don't even know. I don't know. He didn't have on tight while he had on a pair. The way he better help me out. The way I gotta help you out. But anybody else, I don't even know. I wish Tequila was here. Tequila was right there. I'm talking to Tequila. I'm like, man, Tequila, blah, blah, blah is happening. She's like, all she says is, but why is he taking his clothes off? When he took credit for pushing the car out, I should have known something was wrong. I'm talking about he starts celebrating like he had just won the Super Bowl. I'm him. And apparently somebody had called and was gonna try to get a tow truck. He was like, man, I ain't paying no $150. I'm him. And I was like, in my head, I was like, well, if you was gonna get a tow truck $150, you can give me either half of that or the 50, whatever. But you ain't offer me a thing. You just, wow, it's crazy, right? So seen him in the draw. So I had to go out to a banquet yesterday. As I leave to get ready, I'm getting ready to go to the banquet. I see my neighbor across the street, and I'm getting ready to go talk to him and ask him what's wrong, because I see he done parked this car right back where it was parked originally, right? So I go over to walk to my neighbor. When the young boy walks up on me, and no lie, same young boy, 30 minutes ago, I'm pulling this car to the mud. He comes over, he was like, what's up, Unc? What up, Unc? Hey, man, did you see my car in the ditch earlier? I was like, yes, I saw it. I pulled it out. That was me. He's like, that was you? I was like, yeah, that's my truck right there. He was like, word? Dog, you look totally different from then. From 30 minutes ago? You don't recognize me from 30 minutes? You don't even recognize this truck that pulled your car out from 30 minutes ago? Then I realized cocaine is a hell of a drug. It's got to be what it is. It's cocaine. And I'm going to tell you, to wrap this whole story up, to tell you how I know it's cocaine, is I called my daughter to tell my daughter this story. Tell her the whole story. Telling her the story. She was like, Dad, I don't believe you. I'm putting you on speaker so my mom can hear it. I tell the whole story, and I'm like, she's got to be on cocaine. My daughter says, nah, what about heroin? Her mom was like, nope, heroin makes you sleepy. And I was like, wait a minute. How do you know the effects of heroin? I was confused. I was like, are you admitting to me that you're a heroin addict? But she was just telling me that she once had a heroin addict at work that couldn't stay awake. And she watches a lot of episodes of Intervention. Because when her mama came in with that holy boldness, was like, nah, that ain't what heroin do. Heroin makes you sleepy. And I was like, you do take a lot of naps. But she don't do heroin. That would have been a weird way to find out that I had to take her to court. But she doesn't do heroin. Everything's fine. We can move on. Get ready to go to the doctor. If you tuning in late to this, I always dread going to the doctor, because going to the doctor is almost like going to a gay club now. Once you hit a certain age as a man, the doctor and the gay club, same thing. There's always somebody trying to get into your butt. And so I know they're going to try to make me take a colonoscopy. And I'm going to just tell them I had Taco Bell today. I had Taco Bell for breakfast. Colonoscopy is not going to be good for anybody in this office. So, yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. Thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, no, this is not. That's the first thing I look at when the doctor come in. I look at everybody in the office. I look at everybody's hands. I'm like, no, sir. Not them sausages. Not me. It'll never happen. All right, I'm getting out of here so I can be at the doctor by 8:30. Y'all have a fantastic day, man. Remember, we master our Monday. If we master Monday and make Monday great, the rest of the week has no choice but to bow down to his greatness, man. So have an amazing Monday so set the tone for the rest of your week. You know what I say when I get out of here every day. Make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody just happens to be you. Merry graduation to all the graduates. I know my man Alan graduated. My homegirl Tashami, after 36 years in college, she got out of there. Hey, listen, if you got to take it one credit at a time, you do it. So big shout outs to my homegirl Shami for graduating. I'll even applaud Cowboy fans today. I'll do that. The Cowboys won a game. It's still going to fail when it comes time for the playoffs, but y'all won a game today. So there you go, Cowboy fans. I did my good deed for the day. Now that I've said something nice to the Cowboy fans, all of y'all go stand in the street naked. I'm out.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. funny, man. Coming to you and making you laugh again.